What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building. I'll be recapping UFC Vegas 28. In terms of 1 out of 10, in terms of the card, I had a fun time watching. I didn't watch all the fights. I will be honest. I just didn't get the chance to. But in terms of how well I did on this card, let me see. Let me go to Topology. Now the internet acting like a hoe. I went at 8 out of 13, which is interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot the Mason Jones fight. But yeah, I got Americani wrong. We'll talk about the card. I'll talk more about the card. But went 8 out of 13. But yeah, man, it's a fun card, man. The fights I didn't watch, I'll be honest. I did not get to watch the Manafort. I did see the highlights, the Manafort finish, and the Alan Patrick Mason Jones fight, and I didn't see half of the Makwan Americani fight, but I watched most of the card. I watched the beautiful Claudio Puelles, the GOAT, handle that. I can't say some of the things I want to say about this Jordan Levitt punk, but because I might piss some people off. And we are in the month of June, so it is what it is. It's Jordan Levitt's month, so I'm not going to piss him off on his month. But, he's a punk. He got everything he deserved today. Got treated like a hoe, all right? He didn't... there's a lot of pictures on Twitter I saw that cracked me up. I enjoyed this. I didn't like the way I picked him to beat Matt Wyman, but, I didn't like the way he acted doing the splits, shaking his ass after he almost killed an 80-year-old or 60-year-old. Not 60, but he looked like a 60-year-old man. It wasn't cool, but what goes around comes around. You can't be shaking your ass if you're a man. That's just how the world works. I didn't make the rules. It's just the rules, right? And just don't be a weirdo, And Claudio Puelles, he showed what it means to be a tough man, and he gave that dude a lesson. That was dope. And Sean Woodson versus Yusuf Zalal. I thought Zalal won this fight. I gave the first 2 rounds to Zalal. I know some people might disagree with me. I picked Woodson, so just shut the fuck up. All right, don't disagree with nothing I say. All right, it's crazy. I don't stream this event, and I do way better on my picks, bro. It's crazy. But I thought Woodson lost this fight. I thought Zalal won. Yeah, he won the first 2 rounds with the leg kicks, the wrestling, the clinch work. He did more stuff. Just because Woodson was just jabbing at Zalal's shoulder doesn't mean you win fights. He won the and he had a good guillotine at the attempt at the end of the second round, and he had good positions in the 3rd round. But it was a close fight though, so. It could go either way, but I felt like Zalal won this, and he needed it more, but it is what it is. Manafort, I didn't really watch this fight. I just saw the finish. It looked pretty brutal. This girl did come in short notice, so it is what it is. Same thing with Alan Patrick. I heard that Patrick went out sorry. I've seen Patrick went out sorry before when he fought Bobby Green. He went out like a female. Against Scott Holtzman, especially, he went out like a hoe. But, I don't know. Apparently, he did the Aljo Part 2 or whatever. So I can't. Hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, I'm not mad at it. You do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. And then Makwan Americani, I only watched versus Kamala Kirk. Kirk got it done. Respect him. I don't. Here's the thing. On my full card predictions, I did it really early, so I didn't really get to break this down. I thought Makwan, he had the experience. I thought he'd get the W here. But yeah, man. Kamala Kirk, he looked good on the ground. So it's just hard for me to judge this. I'm basically gonna have to give a no comment because I didn't watch the full fight, so it's hard for me to talk about it. I did watch Trinaldo versus Muslim Salaklav, or whatever this guy's name is. All I know is his pops, Zalesky dos Santos, is very proud of this guy. His son did really great. I know I'm not the biggest fan of Karate Boy Muslim, but he did his thing. He beat Trinaldo, but I wasn't too impressed. Trinaldo's a tough guy, and he went out there and walked him down. If he didn't get dropped, basically, or didn't get taken down at the end of the third, he could have had a good chance of beating this guy. Muslim is very, I would say, very fade material. I just think we got to find the proper opponent, and I think he's out of there. I thought Zaleski had the perfect game plan. The problem is with Trinaldo, he didn't threaten no takedowns, but in terms of the striking, he did the right things. He got caught because he played Salakov's game, but and the guy has been through a list of health issues. He's gonna be very, very beatable. I see in his next couple of fights, and he'll probably get cut in the next 3 years. I'm sorry, I don't want to get. Hey, bro, we gotta get negative today, bro. Hey, I promise you, the way this card went out, I am getting negative. All right, I am getting negative today. So, hey man, I just don't like Karate Boy Salakov. I know, is it Kung Fu, right? What's the difference, So, I've been told it's Kung Fu. That's his thing. But it is what it is. Tanner Boser got his ass whooped by my boy Alir Latifi. Got it done. My boy Ed out there, our boy got it done. Yeah, man. 2-1. I thought Tanner won the second. The first was close, but I thought the takedown from Alir did really, really good, and the takedown at the end did really, really good. So it's just Alir Latifi is a freestyle wrestler. The takedown means so much to him. Right, so in his game, a takedown, one takedown, your butt hits the floor, it's 2 points. I don't know how they scored in MMA. I've been talking about this for a minute. I go more in depth with that conversation about how wrestling is being scored over striking, or just overall in MMA, or not even wrestling, takedowns over control. Really, that's the conversation I've been talking about. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't. It's not a big deal, but. I seen that fucking one-eyed duck, Bisping, saying that, like, dude, a fucking Tanner Boser won this fight, and, it is what it is. He did hurt Alir, but a potential eye poke, but it looked like a punch, though. It looked like it looked like a punch, but it is what it is. Alir got the W, happy for him. He was on, I think, a bit of a losing skid. I think it was it 3? It was a 3 fight. Corey Anderson, Volkan, and I think Derek. He was on a 3 fight losing streak. Montana Del Thicca, Montella Del Rosa got that W over Irene Lipsky. It is what it is. Dude, Montana did her thing, used her wrestling. Irene Lipsky just needs to learn how to wrestle. I don't I don't know what else to say about this fight. Happily, this fight went as fast as it did. And Del Rosa got the W, so it is what it is. This was a fight I was kind of iffy on. You could see in my full card predictions. I went with Irene Lipsky at first, but then I thought about it. I used my brain, and I was like, why am I picking a girl that made Antonina, whatever her name is, look like a fucking superhero, after Andrea Lee tamed her ass. So the real cowboy. The real cow, she's cowgirl. But Dusko Tavorik versus, what's this guy's name? Gregory Rodriguez, man. I mean, fucking RoboCop, whatever the motherfucker's name. He made Dusko look like a welterweight. And Dusko's not a small guy, but he made him look like a fucking welterweight. Dusko had a lot of hype on him coming into this. And, we found out the difference between the pro circuit level over the UFC level, and Dusko was really, really good in there. This is a learning curve, not the end of the world for the kid. He's very young. He just got to figure some things out, and he did good, but he fought someone bigger, stronger, and just but just better in a lot of areas. The guy was better than him. That's the hard part, is like Punahali or Soriano, right? The guy that knocked Dusko out. You could say maybe he's not better than Dusko, right? Because we didn't see, them go full 15 minutes. Technique for technique, it just kind of got caught. But this guy, Gregory, he beat him in a lot of areas, in the grappling and the striking. Just was better than him. There's nothing you can really say. And next up, dude, fight of the night. My main event, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Miguel Baeza. I mean, Ponzinibbio, I took a real risk here, picking him. I tweeted out a while back, should I pick Ponzi? I told y'all, and y'all kind of like was like, man, after that, Li Ji Lang performance, yeah. And I shit on Ponzi after that. Like, I was super disappointed in him because the way everyone was talking about Ponzinibbio, I was kind of pissed off that he went out like that. So, Ponzi, it's weird. Like, I think he was good in the era, in the Tyrone Woodley, championship welterweight era. I think he probably would have gave, like, that Rafael Dos Anjos era. I feel like he's on that level. I think he's a good fighter. But it is what it is. But, man. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I was reading some notification. But, what was I going to say? I think he'd give some of these new guys still problems, but I don't know if he can get back to that spot. There's just a poster about him fighting Kumar Usman, and just thinking about where these guys' careers went. And, it's just crazy. Usman is the welterweight champion of the world, and Ponzinibbio is unranked, which is crazy. Hopefully, he comes back, gets in the rankings. But, man, this fight was phenomenal. Miguel Beza, he just made him. He made a mistake. He had a lead, and he lost the lead. Like, that's all really what happened. There were some technical errors, technical mistakes. That's what I meant to say, that he made. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, Ponzi got it done, and it was just phenomenal. Ponzi just, I don't want to say he wanted it more, but he fought like, with urgency. And Miguel, I think, fought like he was winning already, so he kind of laid back. He did phenomenal work in the first round. He hurt Ponzi. I thought Ponzi was like, man, this is not looking good. And he showed why he's a vet. He showed, why, he's been in main events. He showed why he's had, knockouts, and he's been in the fourth round, and why, you look at his record, man, 29-4. He showed basically why he's been in there for so long. And he took Miguel to deep waters. He pushed him, and he just lit him up. He schooled him. He showed him that, hey, man, kiddo, you gotta wait your turn. I'm still here. I still want an opportunity to be the guy. And I don't know if Ponzi can ever be what everyone thought he was gonna be. But if he believes it, he still got a chance to win fights. I will say that, and make money, man. And that's what it comes down to for this guy. I got a lot of, that fight, I got a lot of respect for it, man. It speaks volumes. That's what I love about this sport. You can get more raw emotion at a moments like that than any fucking movie you can watch, man. This guy poured his heart out there and gave everything. And Miguel, he had it, man. He had it right then and there, but Ponzi's just, his will wasn't going to let this youngin take what he had, and then it is what it is. And then Roman Dolidze versus Staropoli. Man, nothing much. Roman did what he had to do. He was coming off a loss, and he had to get a W. Roman is becoming another Paul Craig. This kid is just, there's something wrong with this kid. I kind of want to see him get fucking, he needs to get humbled, man. He's talking crazy. Just go out there and fight, kiddo. Man, he got skills. I'm not saying he doesn't have skills, but dude, like 24/7, always talking, bro. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're pulling guard, all right. And that's the I roll. I've wrestled before, all right. But this thing you're doing, it's not cool, all right. Oh, you like. Man, Roman is a piece of work, man. I don't have a problem with him grappling. That's I don't have. I can't, bro. Like, people understand. I'm, in wrestling, you get there 6 o'clock in the morning, right? You do the weigh-ins, right, and you leave at 8 o'clock at night. So you're watching about maybe 100 matches. A lot of boring ass. Now there's some good wrestling, but you watch. So I'm used to watching bad grappling. Don't get it twisted, or bad wrestling, or whatever you want to call it. Right? But kiddo, shut up. Like, just work. Like, I was just, what is he doing? So Roman, and that's another thing. That's why I don't like Craig, right? They do all this talking before the fight, and then you just pull guard, or you get in the missionary position. Like, come on, bro. Be a man. You know, in the great words of Sean Strickland, you're taking the coward's way out, bro. You're taking the coward's way out. What are you doing? In the co-main event, Marcin Tybura got it done in the first round over Walt Harris. I should have known better. It was on me. I got guilt tripped. I knew better in the Volkov fight, but I just thought maybe Walt, moving to Extreme Couture. That's what the gym's called, Extreme Couture. And having, being closer to Francis Ngannou, almost, I think taking care of his house, I thought maybe that relationship and just that kind of energy could help Walt. On paper, here's the thing, Walt is not getting, besides, Volkov destroyed him. We don't have to talk about the Volkov, but against Alistair and against, I think, Tybura, it's not like he can't compete with these guys. It's just he's making the same mistake. Sometimes it's hard, man. Like, that's life, Sometimes you got to get hit with the same thing over and over and over again to kind of figure out, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go through this again, right? And it's like, history will, it'll repeat itself, right? So, Walt has been through these things, and he just got to figure out, how long do I want to be in the octagon for? The only problem I got with Walt is it seems like he doesn't want to be in there for longer than 1 minute, and this fight, it's hard to say that he didn't want to be in there for longer than 1 minute, but I mean he made the same dumb mistakes. He got too excited. I just want to see him get past the first round. Like, I saw him do it with Volkov, but against these lower level, like Volkov is, he's gonna fight for the belt. Okay, all right. Let me tell you that. Okay, so that's okay. All right, you're talking about a former Bellator world champion, right? But against guys like, no disrespect to Alistair, he's older, or no disrespect to Tybura, he's a little older, right? If maybe they match him up with that bum Sakai, right? Who we're gonna talk more about. I need to see, hey bro, like, come on, let's get out the first round. Like, let's be the veteran. Let's enjoy getting into that third round. I don't feel like he enjoys that. And I feel like he just wants a knockout. And knockouts are cool. Nothing wrong with that. But that's not all of MMA, or even let's say we're talking about boxing or striking, winning a decision, winning by points, outpacing your opponent, taking your opponent to deep water. That's also a part of the game, and that's also something you should have in your arsenal. I'm not saying you should like it, but you should be able to do it. And Walt just doesn't have that in his arsenal. And it's not that he can't do it; it's just he doesn't want to do it. So it is what it is. But it's mental more than physical. So. Nothing against that, Walt. It is what it is, but I mean, it depends on the opponent. Next time, I might not pick Walt, man. Like, I like the kid, man. I like him a lot. It's I want to see him win. But next up, Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Augusto Sakai. I mean, hey, karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch, man. I've made my emotions clear about Augusto Sakai, and I don't take back a single fucking word. The guy cheated against Bligo Ivanov. The guy got fucking... The judges in Brazil, I think he was in Brazil, saved him against Andrei Arlovski. He's a punk motherfucker, and he got everything he deserved. I saw that Chase Sherman fight. Oh, he picks his head like a soccer ball, right? After he beats him and then kicks it. Yeah, you got knocked out in the first round, punk. All right? Stay humble. This guy is a piece of work, man. I don't like him at all. All right, nothing about him is he got no redeeming factor. Jairzinho took out the trash. This is called community service. Jairzinho did a crime when he had that fight against Cyril Gane. I didn't have a problem with it. It is what it is. I'm not mad about what happened in that Gane fight. Gane did what he had to do, and Jairzinho just couldn't do what he had to do, right? But he had to redeem himself. So, you know how it is. You know, you got mandatory, like, what, 42, I think 48 community service hours or something crazy. I forgot how much it is, right? You know, that you got to do, right? So, you know, the UFC told him, hey, we got some trash. You know, you got to help. You know, you got to take care of this punk right here. Just go take him out in the first round. He took him out in 4:59, bro. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. That's how. Last second he took him out. Had him bleeding like a punk. And people call this dude Lord Sakai. Cheating ass. Man, fuck that dude, bro. F that dude. Like, I seen a lot of guys. I like a lot of guys on Twitter, right? Oh, dude, no homo. Sorry. I go out here and I criticize Jordan Levitt, and then I do that. No, well, here's what I meant to say is I like a lot of the underdog pages, a lot of the bet pages I follow. A lot of people are on a Sakai, and it's just like, but like when you look, like it's just in my head, like I get it. Like he had a chance, like he did have a chance. I'm not saying he didn't have a chance, but when you look at a guy like Sakai, you're gonna put your money on that punk. You know, like he's a punk. So, like, Tybura has a better chance of beating Rozenstruik, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, guys like that. Not that punk. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good on Rozenstruik. We did way better this day than any other night. These last, just 3 weeks, did really good. 8-13. So that's a good card. Mason Jones kind of just screwed me. But I think I would have went 9. And Tom Breeze didn't participate today. Some medical issues. Oh yeah, Marvin Vettori. I saw that Marvin Vettori and Adesanya thing. Dude, that guy's a punk, man. Dude, and some of y'all have been asking when is the fight talk coming. I'm gonna hit my boy Kendall up. I'm gonna try to do it this Friday. I'm gonna maybe make it like a post weigh-in show, because I did promise y'all a post weigh-in show this Friday, but I didn't have the heart to do it. So, you know, I'm sorry, y'all, about that. But I'll do something. I'll hit my boy Kendall up. I'll ask him if he's available on Friday. You know, time zones and shit like that, to do a fight talk. And we'll talk about the card. We'll talk about a lot of things. And it is what it is. Go check out my full card predictions for UFC 263. A new era. The Italian era is coming soon, y'all. Let's go, baby. Besides that, go follow me on Instagram. Go follow me on Twitter. What else? Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, share. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think I've said everything. Maybe I click the notification button if I didn't say it, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. I love y'all, and goodbye.